I am Toni Goree. I'm sixth generation Black Nova Scotian and Mi'kmaq. I grew up in Nova Scotia and my early childhood in New Brunswick. And for most of my life, till I was about in my 30s, I solely identified as Black Nova Scotian. That's how I grew up. Those were the politics that my family put forward to me and my siblings. And it was when I was already a mom and raising my own children, and I started to think of some of the stories that were told around the household. And I realized that, maybe these stories about my mom being an Indian, maybe there's some truth to this. So when I moved to Vancouver, I went to a healing center, and to my great surprise, everybody in the healing center looked like my mom. So I thought, okay, there is some truth to this. And I started to research my family background. So it's been about 15 years of doing so, and it's been wonderful. So when I named my tile Who I Am, what I'm trying to express are a couple of things. One is that as a Black and Aboriginal person or Indigenous person, there are many things in our culture that are very, very similar, very parallel. So that's everything from food and the way we relate to one another. And in my tile I have, for example, blueberries, because berry picking is so central to both of our cultures. Baskets, basket weaving. Also, I have images of a drum. Drum is very central to both of our cultures. And then there are some things that are very personal to me, like the fish. I strongly relate to fish, especially a whale, so I have a huge whale's tail. And so there are these beautiful images that I put into my piece, including some stones, which represent my children. And in all of that beauty, in all of that meaningfulness for me, I've tried to create an image where everything is a different color than what we normally think of it to be. So for example, my water is gold and yellow and hues of orange. My whale's tail is red. My fish is white with black scales, and so on. And that's to represent how folks who look like me, the world is very different for us than it is for folks who don't look like us. So to be very clear, for white folks, maybe the sky when they wake up is blue and the grass is green and a whale's tail is gray and so on. For us, when we get up and we have to deal with racism, oppression, when we have to deal with injustice, things that aren't the same color, they're a different hue. Just recently, there's been 3 murders in my community, and I woke up this morning to somebody sending me a piece out of the Chronicle Herald that I guess they thought was kind of funny or poignant, and it said 3 days and no murders. Well, I'd like to see 3 days without racism. I'd like to see 3 days without injustice. I'd like to see 3 days where all of our people have something to eat. And then maybe there won't be murders. Thank you.